your phones listen to you and then they give you ads based
Dude,
on what you're talking about.
that still
creepiest.
creeps me out.
How fucked up is that?
I remember
still
one
creeps me
time
out.
we would just like randomly just mention like ballet or ballerina, and none of us would ever look up like ballet or ballerina ever. And Danny would start getting ads for like ballet slippers and like ballet school and stuff. And he's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I've never even searched
It was a
this.
trip.
What's poppin'?
What'd it do?
What's going on?
Welcome to Day Night episode 24 again. If you're wondering why I said again, it's because we filmed a whole great episode last week, but Harjit had the sniffles.
Yeah.
And
Like extreme sniffles.
extreme sniffles.
So the whole episode, I was like,
But the episode was so good. We're going to release it on our Patreon this week. So if you do want to listen to it, you can sign up for our Patreon. It's all linked down below.
plug it.
Yee.
But this is episode 24 again
Yes.
for the
24
second
too.
time. And we're just going to kick it. It's going to be a vibe. How you guys feeling? How have the last, put the last 2 weeks into one sentence real quick. Been good?
Wow, a lot has happened. Oh, we moved.
Oh yeah, we moved.
Oh yeah, we have to tell them
Yeah.
We
about
talked
that.
about that last week, but now we
Yeah.
gotta tell you guys properly. We moved. If you're watching on YouTube, it's a brand new apartment. It's a vibe. There's a lot of sunlight. I love it.
It's a vibe.
It's definitely a vibe. We've been returning. Yo, if you guys didn't know, if you have IKEA furniture and you don't
tell
fuck with it no more, you can return that
You have
shit.
a year to
after a
return.
year.
Yeah,
We returned our entire couch.
we did return. We returned half our couch.
Yeah,
We gave half of it to
Marie.
Marie.
That sounds like a weird statement. Yeah, I gave half my couch to my friend.
We had a giant fucking couch.
We had a giant couch
Because our apartment was too big for us, so we bought a gigantic couch.
to fill the space for
Yeah.
2 people. I don't know why we thought that was a good idea.
There was 2/3 of the couch that no one sat on.
Yeah.
Because me and Jazz were just sitting in one corner. But Jazz got into a fight with the IKEA lady.
Okay. This is the thing. If you're working in customer service,
Pop off.
I just have to say this. If you're working in customer service, it is your job to be nice. Like, it is your job to make sure that the customer has a good experience.
Facts.
Am I wrong?
Sounds about
You're
right.
correct. You're correct.
So I go to IKEA and we go and we return this couch. And the lady, the first thing she does when she sees me is, we can't return the couch. And I'm like, okay. And she's so rude to me.
Off top.
And
She came in hot.
she came in hot
Uh-huh.
with so much attitude. I think her name was Amara or something. If Burbank, IKEA, Amara, I'm calling you out.
We're talking to you.
We're talking to you. She came in really hot and it was not nice. It wasn't cool. It didn't make me feel good. And I was like, look, you have a 1-year return policy on your shit. Why would you have a year return policy if I can't return my items? So we had this really weird argument and I was being really nice to her and she was being mean to me the whole entire time.
Mhm.
And at one point I was like, why are you being rude? And she's like, I'm not. And I'm like, yeah, you are. And you saw that I was being rude. Marie was there and she was about to pop off. She was about
Yeah.
to be like, don't fucking talk to Jazz like that.
Oh damn. You guys were all there.
Yeah.
We're all there. We're all there.
Because we couldn't fit in one car.
Mhm.
Right.
So yeah, and I was just like, look, if you had just said, sorry, ma'am, we can't return the items, I would have been like, all right, cool, fine. I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense, cool, fine. Let's figure this out. But she came in hot, so I was like, no, I'm not leaving here unless you give me my money back or store credit. And then we got store credit for the couch, which is great. But now we have $1,000 to use at IKEA, and I don't know what we're gonna buy from.
No idea.
We
We went into IKEA just to buy shit.
Yeah,
Because we had this $1,000 gift card now, essentially.
yeah,
And we couldn't find anything that we needed. So we spent $30 on plants.
yep.
cinnamon rolls.
And cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls.
Yes,
I should have bought 7 packs.
yes.
I fumbled the bag.
$1,200 worth.
Put
of
it in the
cinnamon
freezer.
rolls.
Our whole freezer's filled with
Cin-
cinnamon rolls.
Yo, IKEA has the best cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, some good stuff there.
It's high quality cinnamon rolls, man. Their food, they're just
So good.
fucking so good. So good. So good.
But yeah, I was just like, if you're working in customer service, just be nice to people. You don't know how someone's day is going and you shouldn't make it worse, you know?
This is why I let Jazz handle the customer service situations, because I'm just like, if she was like, I can't return this, I'm like, all right, pack it up, guys.
It's so
We're
funny
out.
because
I'm
I
not
was
gonna
being
argue at all.
I was being so calm with her. Like I was like, wait, why are you being rude to me, man? Like,
That's
I'm
Yeah,
probably
so
Jazz was
upsetting
confused.
super
her more.
chill.
Yeah.
Mm,
And she was like freaking out. She was about to have a panic attack.
yeah.
Like you could
I was
see like she was like getting hot. Before I didn't even say a word. I was just standing there.
Mhm.
And she's like, we can't return it. I'm like, okay, jeez.
I think she came. I think what happened was she came in hot, right?
Yeah.
Thinking that you were gonna come in hot, but then you didn't come in hot. So she's like, now I have to commit. So I
And
have
she
to
stormed off
continue
too.
being pissed
She
off.
stormed off.
Yeah, she stormed off.
Whoa.
And then as she was storming off, I'm like, can I have your name, please? And she's like, okay. And then she like wrote it down for me. And then she like shoved it in my face basically. And she like stormed off like as if
Mhm.
she was a teenager.
And she was a manager.
She was a lead, whatever that
one
means.
of the leads,
Yeah.
Weird.
But she did seem like
experience.
a younger.
Yeah.
like
She
maybe
was probably
20,
like
21.
mid 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you that upset?
I don't know.
It was IKEA.
I know.
I'm not asking you for the money.
Exactly. It's not coming out of your
I'm
paycheck.
asking this $1 billion company to give me some money.
Seriously.
Also, I've worked in customer service before, and I know as an employee, like, you're not going to get in trouble for doing a return.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what it is. Like, your manager's going to be like, cool, like, the customer is always right. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, at no point did I ever do a return when I worked at customer service, and my manager was like, you shouldn't have done that return. It's damage or whatever. They would have been like, no, why are you coming to me with this problem? Just do the return.
Just do the return, man.
Yeah, this might be a controversial statement, but I feel like sometimes people attach themselves too much to these like billion-dollar companies that don't give a shit about you.
Don't
At
give
all.
a fuck.
They don't.
You know what
They'll
I mean?
replace you like this.
Yeah,
I
they don't
know.
care.
They'll
You're-
replace
you're,
you.
You're just a
Like,
gear
why are
in
you
a
so
bigger
serious
system.
about your job?
Just
Yeah.
fucking hold it down for your community and give us the refunds,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I,
You know?
I remember I used to work at a bank as a teller, and we got robbed one time by like this kid. And it was so funny.
Mm.
We got robbed by someone I went to school with.
Oh
in
my
high school.
God.
Oh my
It
god.
was so funny, you know. So, anyways, what ended up happening was
Were you
Ro-
in on it?
no, yes.
You're like, yeah, come in at this time.
I got my 25% cut.
He pulls up a note and he hands it to one of the tellers, and you're supposed to give him the money. You're supposed to just do what they want,
Yeah.
and then they bounce.
Mhm.
So the teller gave him the money, and he runs out the bank, and then our branch manager goes chasing after him. And I'm like, why are you chasing after this
Yeah.
guy? He could have a
You
gun,
guys have
a knife.
insurance.
Yeah.
Just let him
He
go.
took like $300.
Yeah.
Well, why are you getting this involved and
Let him
committed
go,
to a
man.
bank,
Yeah.
especially a bank that
I'm
doesn't care
not
about you?
dying
I know.
over money.
Yeah.
Especially money that's not mine. I'm not dying over my money.
Yeah.
I'm not dying over a company's money for sure.
100%.
Like if someone comes up to me with a gun, I'm
Like,
Yeah.
there you
phone.
go.
Mhm.
here's my wallet.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Go ahead. Take
It's not
everything you
worth
want.
it.
I'm not trying to get shot. I don't know
Yeah.
if this guy's a psychopath. You have no idea, right?
Most people are.
Most people, if someone's doing that, like chances are he's down to kill you too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I got robbed too, I was like, here, take my money.
Right?
No,
Take it.
I don't want it.
I don't need that.
You get
Yeah.
killed for less.
You
people-
you will
Yeah.
get killed for
People
less.
getting killed for like, PlayStations,
Mhm.
Yeah.
iPads. You know?
People still get killed for shoes.
Yeah. Whoa,
So
right.
crazy.
Yeah, which is nuts.
It's so crazy what people do for material things,
It's nuts, man.
right?
Mhm.
It's nuts.
Like, you should care about the food on your table, not about the shoes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went through like a year period where I bought a lot of material things.
Same.
Really?
I
Me,
bought
I
a
think we had
lot
it.
of
We had the same
material.
year
Yeah, we had the
Really?
same.
How long
year.
ago was this?
last
Maybe
year.
last year or a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, a year and a half ago.
Uh huh.
I think we were just like, it
Trying
had a
to
lot
fit
to
in?
do with being an influencer. You know what it is? Somebody told us. I think we bought Off-White shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like a treat for ourselves. We bought the same pair of shoes, and
Jazz bought them first. I copied her.
yeah, we posted
You know
it.
when you have like a sibling and like they get something
Right.
and you're like,
I wanted to.
you didn't even want it, and
Yeah.
then you like, yo, I want that.
Right.
Yeah.
That happened with Jazz. Jazz got these fire kicks, these Off-Whites. I'm like, yo, how come I don't have these, man?
hmm
We make the same amount of money. I should be getting them too, no?
But what happened was we bought them as like a gift for ourselves, and then somebody told us, I forget who it was. They were like, "Hey, you're gonna that's so great that you bought those shoes. Like people are gonna like you more. Like you're gonna get more followers. Like that's what millennials like, or no, sorry, that's what Gen Z likes. So that's good. Like, keep doing that. And I think it got into our head, and we're like, and we thought that, you know, being an influencer is like some business, and we have to like do what the
Play the part.
we have to
Play
conform.
the part. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Play the part.
And then we realized that's not us.
Mm-hmm.
I have like so much shit, and I'm like, this doesn't make me feel anything. But these flowers that we bought at the farmer's market make me feel amazing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it just it really puts in perspective like what material things actually mean to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found out early because like I would start buying stuff and just not even wearing it.
Yeah.
And guys would be like, "Why aren't you wearing those Gucci shoes?" Like, cause yo, I feel mad weird, yo. You know,
It's not you.
not me. I
Really?
feel
Yeah.
really weird putting them on. To be honest,
Do you guys still feel that way?
I still feel that way. Like I don't want to be walking around with these bright ass Gucci shoes on
Yeah.
my feet. Like
Yeah.
it feels weird to me
For sure.
personally. I'm not saying it's a weird thing to do. I'm saying for me, I'm a very low key person.
So am I. I'm the same
Right,
way.
I'm
Yeah.
very low key. So me even owning them in the first place just felt out. I bought them for an award show, and then I just had them there, and they just kept staring.
But we
at
sold
me.
them, which is great.
Sold
Yeah.
them, got like
Well, like almost
a
50% back.
a good chunk of money
Yeah.
back. Not all of it, but like it's all good. But yeah, I found out like as soon as I started not wearing the things I'm buying, I'm like, why the fuck am I even buying this stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So getting back to like, yo, place value on like.
Things that-
I guess you can place value on what you want. Place value on
Things that make you happy.
things that
Yeah,
make you happy,
exactly.
yeah.
Because I do have some purses that I love and that I will like. I'm so glad I bought them, and I will forever have them. And it has nothing to do with the brand name, but more of like the quality of the bag and like the like how it looks and how I like it and how it
Mhm.
makes me feel. But there's a lot of stuff that I'm like I have a Gucci belt, and I'm like, I would never wear this.
Yeah, I felt like if
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
gave me some Gucci shoes or gifted them to me, I'd be like, I'm never gonna wear this.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna wear that. Yeah,
I just feel
Yeah.
weird
Exactly.
wearing designer clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I go into Nordstrom sometimes, like if just like passing through, and they have like a designer section where they have like all their high end clothes, and like I'm just like, let me see how much this jacket costs. It's like 3 G's
So expensive.
for like a designer jacket. I'm like, who's buying this?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Me, a year and a half ago,
Yeah,
Harsh.
honestly.
that was me walking
I
around with that. stuff.
seriously. Yeah.
There's also a difference between fast fashion and buying good quality shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And like it's better for the environment, all that stuff. But yeah, like I get it. There's like you pick and choose, I guess.
you pick and choose. Yeah, 100%. But also, I feel like sometimes when you gain like a bit of success, you get trapped in trying to show the world your success.
Yes.
By then
Mm.
buying these things. But you're not really buying them for you. You're buying them to
Mhm.
show that, yo, I made it, kind of. So here, look at my shoes.
Isn't
I
that,
feel like that comes out a little
Yeah.
bit too.
isn't that like a weird mental trap?
It is.
Right?
Yeah,
That
it
you kind
is,
of
it
get
is.
locked into.
I feel like that's the same reason why people like keep getting like bigger houses.
Yeah.
Like they keep like their family's not getting any bigger. Like it's still like 2 kids and a husband and a wife, but their house just keeps expanding.
Yeah.
It's like a status thing.
It's weird.
is.
Like why does your house need to be bigger?
Every time I tell people like what car we have, they're like, "Wait, when did you get a car? You didn't post about this. How come? How come I don't see pictures?"
I love that we didn't post about it.
I love that we
Yeah.
didn't like literally only our family and well now everybody else knows, but now like that we got a car like 6 months ago
Mhm.
and we didn't tell anybody.
I love that.
And
Yeah.
I love
why
that.
do we need to also like why are you showing off that you have money
In general.
in general, you know?
Also, I'm not trying to get robbed.
Exactly.
So I'm not trying to show off what I have because I'm not trying to get someone to come into our apartment and rob our shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
it down low.
I think
you know?
it's funny how like some people like that I follow that I grew up with, like they'll post like they got a new car.
Mhm.
They'll post like a picture of like some new Corvette keys, like a
Mhm.
Porsche or something
Yeah,
like that. And it's like a
like that.
low key flex. Like, dude, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, we
I
know what
know.
you're
We
doing.
know what you're doing. I know you got that new Porsche, but
This
no one
guy.
cares. You know what I
This
mean?
guy. Yeah.
No, that happens all the time, and we kind of live in this consumer kind of materialistic
Yeah.
society,
Mhm.
so, and people like that.
People live for it.
People love that.
Yeah.
People have built brands off of it, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
actually
wild.
stopped following a lot of those influencers and like Instagrammers that just only buy like hype beast shit and that's
Mhm.
all they post because I was like I feel like I was like oh I like this
It's kind of
every
like
time I saw it.
when you follow someone, it's almost like you are subscribing to a billboard
Mhm.
essentially. So like whatever they
Whoa.
post is gonna influence you to maybe buy into those things.
100%.
You know, so like if they're buying a lot of designer, you might get brainwashed into thinking you need to have designer because like
Yep.
everything you're seeing is now designer shit. You know?
You know, it goes into exactly what we were talking about, like being like swayed into like certain decisions of what you like and what you don't like
Mhm.
based on
Mhm.
like things that you see or
Based on media,
media.
100%.
Yeah.
Billboards,
Billboards.
posters,
Yeah. You kinda-
ads. Your phones listen to you,
Yeah.
and then they give you ads based
Dude,
on
that's
what
still,
you're talking
That's the
about.
that still
creepiest.
creeps me
How
out.
fucked up is that?
I
That
remember
still
one
creeps me out.
time we had this like joke that I was like a ballerina or something. It was like me, Harjit, and our friend Danny. And we would just like randomly just mention like ballet or ballerina. And none of us would ever look up like ballet or ballerina ever. And Danny would start getting ads for like ballet slippers and like ballet school and stuff. And he's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I've never even searched
It was a
this.
trip. Yeah, because we would say Jazz would think she's a ballerina, and we would say, Jazz, you're not a ballerina. Stop. And then Mans would just start getting so many ads.
It was weird.
I never got the ballerina ads. Maybe he was searching ballerina porn or something
Well-
on the low. Could have been. Could have been.
Well, no,
I'm not gonna put it past him.
I'll
He's an
be
interesting guy.
I'll be on like my desktop at home, and then like I'll Google search, you know, like some video gear, like a new lens or something like that. I'm
Oh,
interested
that
Mhm.
happens to me every
You know what I
time.
mean? And then I'll go on like Instagram, and then
What's
what's the
there?
first thing that pops up? That lens I was
Yep.
looking.
That
looking
C-stand
at.
that you wanted to buy.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, and I'm just like these guys are always listening.
They're on it, man.
What
Yeah.
if it gets deeper than that? What if it turns into like you think something and then there's an ad for it?
That's
Boom.
gonna happen.
That's
honestly,
10 years away.
No,
That's
it's
what
coming.
they want. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I'm
They
telling you.
probably have the tech.
as
They
soon as we
probably
get
do.
chipped, that's
Yep.
it.
We're all getting microchips, folks.
It's coming, man.
Eventually, it's gonna be like you think it's at your doorstep.
Yeah.
Like it's already there.
Elon Musk is doing that.
Yeah.
He's doing the neurochip or the Neuralink.
Mhm.
He says that you're just going to be able to hear music in your thoughts. What?
Kind of fire, man.
It's like I'm cool with my headphones.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
I am cool with my headphones. I'm not gonna lie. I'm cool with my headphones. But yo, this shit's coming, man. And there's like not much we can do about it.
Mm-mm. We're kind of like hamsters.
We kind of
Yeah,
just
I
have to go
know.
with it because like I heard what they're gonna do, and it's obviously like I saw this on Twitter, so it could be nothing. But like they're gonna not allow you into certain places if you don't have this chip.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not gonna allow you into the mall if you don't have that chip that says you don't have corona.
Well, it's incremental, right?
Right.
It's first you won't be able to go into the store if you don't have a mask.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then you won't be able to go into the store if you don't have the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Then you won't be able to go into the store if you don't have your COVID pass. Then
Yeah.
you won't be able to get into the store if you don't have the COVID chip. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because they can't just roll this out.
And
at
then
once.
they're gonna start putting currency through this chip, and you're gonna be able to pay via this chip. And then every company is only gonna take that chip.
no more
And then
cash.
you're gonna be like, "Fuck! Now I need to get this chip inside me,
Yeah, I
They're,
know.
they're gonna eliminate cash.
bro."
No more money.
At
There
that
you
point,
go.
I'm moving to fucking Hawaii and just.
Hawaii's gonna have the
not
chip too
even
at that
Hawaii.
point.
Moving to fucking Thailand.
You're gonna have to go back to Canada. I don't even know if Canada's
Honestly.
gonna be safe.
No, Canada does what US does, man.
That's what I'm saying.
But,
Canada's the same.
But it's like 10 years later.
Mm.
It takes like 5 or 10 years for Canada to catch
There's a
up.
lag.
Yeah.
There's a little
There's
bit
a
of lag
lag.
You
there.
guys got a decade.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know
It's
what's funny?
nuts.
I remember looking up like conspiracies when I was younger and always being like reading like on these forums like, oh, we're all gonna get microchipped in 10, 15 years. It's
Mhm.
coming, blah, blah. And I would always be like, these people are out of their fucking mind.
You guys
They're
are wild.
crazy. And
But
look
now
where we're at
it's
in
like-
coming, man.
2020. They're talking
Yeah.
about microchips. Bill Gates wants to put one right here in your shoulder, dude.
Bill Gates has it
crazy.
made. He has the chip made. That's
Wow.
nuts.
The conspiracy theorists were right.
We should change
Yeah.
this podcast to like just conspiracies,
I know. Honestly.
right?
I have so much fun talking about
It's
conspiracy
not date night
theories.
no more. It's
No,
just conspiracy night, man.
Conspiracy.
Yeah,
You know?
seriously. Well, I mean, I hope that people are talking about this shit on dates.
Yeah, there should be.
Literally. I was thinking about that. I'm like, some conversations I have are so mundane
Mhm.
and so boring. And I'm like, imagine dating. I'm so happy I have you. Like, I feel so bad for you, Eric. You have to go into the dating game again.
Oh, that sucks,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that.
Because I'm like thinking about conversations you have with people that you just start dating. Like some people are just like, so when are we gonna have kids? Like when do you want to get married?
in
And I'm
this environment, in this
Yeah.
climate, do you know what's going on out
Mhm.
there?
I can't even tell you what's happening in 2 months, bro.
Yeah.
Let alone having kids right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to bring kids into this world so they can pop a chip in them.
Yeah,
Right.
dating in LA is just like dating on hard mode.
It's tough
Yeah,
here, right?
I
It's
wouldn't
tough
want to
here
date
for
in
sure.
LA.
I would not want to date in LA, man.
No, man,
I would
it's,
not.
It's not a good time. It's definitely difficult.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is so.
And is it tough anywhere in LA? I would imagine in Hollywood is the worst.
Hollywood, it's pretty superficial.
But still in your area, it's still
And
tough.
yeah, depends. You know, like there's some areas that are more low key LA.
Mhm.
You know, like the Valley, some of Glendale, Echo Park, places like that. They're a
Yeah.
little bit more chill vibe.
But they still have that
But
like
there's-
LA culture.
Yeah, the
in there.
whole weird kind of like superficial kind of like look at me status
Mhm.
type of
Yeah.
culture thing where, you know, if you're not driving like a Maserati, like get out of my face.
Got
It's
my
the
face.
worst.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really weird.
That's rough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, bro.
Just gonna stay single, bro.
Just chill out, man.
That's it.
You know,
Just gonna do me. That's all it is.
just keep buying more cameras. You're saving money by being single. Just keep
There
buying
you go.
cameras.
Yeah, honestly.
Invest more in myself.
Invest in yourself.
That's what you got to do.
Get a dope ass apartment. You're saving all that money.
Get myself a dog.
You know, there
That's
you go.
it. I'm just gonna go
All you need
hiking
is a
all the
dog.
time.
Yeah.
That's
Camping,
it.
outdoors.
Your dog can be your partner, man.
Boom. There you go.
Low expectations.
That's it.
As long as you feed them twice a day,
That's all you
Mhm.
need.
you're good.
Yeah. Isn't that right, Leo?
The fuck
Where
is he? Leo?
I think he's probably in bed or something.
Yeah.
Leo's been acting up, guys.
Yeah, he has a lot of anxiety.
Mhm.
He's still adjusting to the new place.
He was fine for the first few days, and then he gets really anxious after dinner for some reason.
Hmm.
And he like freaks out, and yesterday I was on a Zoom call, and he would only wanted to sit on my lap. And so I would put him down, and then he would just jump back up onto my lap, and then if I wouldn't let him on, he would just stare at me and cry.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I bought him like a Thunder shirt.
Thunder shirt.
So it's basically like a really tight shirt, I think.
Mhm.
So it's coming, I think, on Friday, and then I'm gonna see if that works. It's basically my way of giving him a hug, but just like without me. So we'll see if that works.
We're trying everything right now.
Yeah, if anybody has any dog anxiety tips, I mean, we got him on doggy Xanax now.
Yeah, we didn't want to, but
Did the CBD not help?
CBD doesn't help anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
so we have him on the doggy Xanax
Yeah.
to calm him down a little bit. But that takes a few weeks to get into his system
Right.
Yeah.
and
So we
like
won't see
properly
a
start working.
yeah.
It's been about a week now, right? Like a week and a half,
Mhm.
maybe. So we'll see how that goes. Cause like this guy was panicking. There's nothing we could do.
Yeah. There's no way for a dog to live.
He was
to
just like
be
what,
scared.
pacing back and forth?
No, he's like
No, he trembles.
shivering, bro. Like
Whoa.
as if it's like he's in negative 30-degree weather. Like he's
Mhm.
shivering nonstop for
Shaking.
hours,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shaking away.
And then he's like out of it. You know what I mean? Like he's just like looking, like, you know, when somebody's stressed out and they're not fully there, they're just like thinking about whatever they're
like
stressed out
zoned
about.
out, yeah.
That's him. He's like zoned out. And I'll be like, Leo, Leo, Leo. And he won't look at me. And he'll just be like thinking about something.
in a different world almost.
yeah. He's in a
It's-
completely different world.
It's got to be the new place.
Yeah, I think
right?
so.
Hopefully he gets used to it, acclimates to it, and then the doggy zannies help. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dog
Hopefully.
things.
Poor Leo.
Doggy zannies.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking to Harjit about this the other day. I know we did a whole podcast on like cancel culture, but I had this thought. What was my thought?
I'm trying to remember it.
It was basically I was thinking about like cancel culture and how like some people will do things like 10 years ago and they're getting canceled now for it. And I was thinking about that and I'm like, half the time it's not even their fault. Sometimes it's like where you grow up from. Like you don't know any better. Like you
Mhm.
like if you grew up with your parents being racist and then you have this like way of thinking because of your parents. If you say something that's racist, but then
and you get filmed.
and then you get filmed, but then you learn after that, holy fuck, what was I thinking? Like that was such a bad thing for me to say. It sucks that these people are getting canceled because it's just like it's something you said so many years ago.
Exactly.
And sometimes I was thinking about it because like I know a lot of people who are whose parents are racist or like they grew up getting beat up or they grew up like getting bullied and so they grew up bullying others because they got bullied when they were little.
Exactly.
It's all past trauma that we've all dealt with that maybe that because mental health is not so important. Well, now it is, but it's not so talked about. that these people never got help.
Mhm.
And so they made a mistake and now they're getting canceled.
I think the worst part about cancel culture is that there's no room for redemption. Once you're canceled, the mob just wants your
Yeah.
head. And
Yeah.
they don't care if you know, like you were saying, have some sort of trauma in the past that, you know, is the reason why you are or said something.
Mhm.
They're just like, oh no, you're canceled and that's it. And we don't care.
That's
And,
it.
Yo, yeah, you're not gonna you can't make a living for yourself or your family. You're just canceled. Sorry.
Yeah.
No coming back.
That's nuts.
It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense, you know?
Especially if someone's been like, it was 10 years ago and there was nothing between.
Yeah.
Nothing happened between the 10 years and
Exactly. Clearly they learned.
like people fuck up, you know?
I just think that's a good thought to have even when in your personal life. Like if you have friends that did something 10 years ago,
Or 5 years
you
ago.
don't know what their family was like. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like I feel like it's so easy to be like, nah, I'm not talking to her ever again. I'm not talking to him ever again. It's so easy to cancel your friends, but I think it's important to remember like why did they say that? Why are they acting that way? Like there must be some trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. In addition to that, you know, things that were acceptable 15 years ago and aren't acceptable now, but you get in trouble now for
Yeah.
things that were
Mhm.
totally
that
cool
one
15 years
that
ago.
one boggles my mind.
Yeah.
I don't.
Cause like things were okay back then that you cannot say at all right now.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go back in time
But
and
you're gonna
get
go
you in
back?
trouble for
Mhm.
something that was totally okay 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Where is the logic in that? Because I don't see it.
That's weird.
It is very weird.
That's also a weird one. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Because that's not your fault. You grew up thinking that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Just a thought I had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was weird.
I think it was Leo.
Oh, it's Leo's in his cage behind us.
Mm.
Okay, cool.
He agrees.
Leo is in agreement.
Yeah, I think we
Is
collect
agreeance a word?
agree.
Agreeance?
Agreement.
Agreement?
To be in
Agreeance?
agreement?
No.
Am I making that shit up?
You
Yes.
just made that
Hold
word
up.
up.
Nah, nah,
Agreeance?
nah.
No, that's definitely not a
There's
word.
a word there. There's a word between
That's
agreement.
your word, bro.
Nah, man.
That is not a word.
All right, y'all
bro.
continue talking about cancel culture. Let me do my Googles.
I think we can all confirm that cancel culture collectively.
Listen, before you continue that sentence, agreeance, noun.
Whoa, it is a word.
A state whereby two parties share a view or opinion.
Agree.
I am in agreement with you. Get out of my face.
What kind of dumb word is that? I'm in
Agreeance.
agreement with you.
No, you can't say I'm in agreement with you. You make an agreement. You can't say I'm in agreement.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
in
right.
agreement.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm in
that
agreeance.
sounds
Yo,
dumb.
get out of here. I'm a high school
not
dropout.
dumb.
Get out of my face, both of you. Alright?
Agreeance.
Oh man, it sounds like a made up word.
It does.
Mhm.
But Leo is in agreement with us.
He's in agreement with us.
So now you guys learn something new.
Yeet.
All right, so what were we talking about?
Cancel culture.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just
Favorite
all I
part
had to
was
say about that.
Agreement. Noun. Not my favorite part.
Noun. Verb.
Noun. Yeah, what else is up, guys? What's new? What's
I'm trying to think what's
popping?
popping in the world right now, man.
You guys hear that? I don't know if I think we talked about this on the podcast that got canceled, but Ellen DeGeneres her show's being investigated. Did you hear about that?
Wait, her show's being
Yes.
investigated?
Yeah.
For what?
For all the shit that she did.
For like how like the toxic work environment and just like how employees were mistreated and
Oh,
stuff
fuck.
like that
Yeah.
and harassed.
Even guests were mistreated.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen.
Isn't that
Yeah.
nuts? She was like 5-10 years. Has her show been on for 10 years?
I think so, yeah.
Mhm.
She must have she was beloved. Everyone
Mhm.
loved Ellen.
Yeah.
Everyone thought she was amazing, handing out free this, free that.
Yeah. I
And
thought she
then-
was dope until you told me.
And then, we find out in 2020 she's actually the worst.
That's what happens when you grow an ego. You get kind of
Crazy.
crazy.
Especially at the status that she
Bitchy.
is.
Your
Yeah.
perception gets warped a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
You think
everyone
you're on
loves
God
you.
level, yeah. Yes.
It's tough to not become that.
It is tough. It's
Like,
very
when
easy to
everyone
become
loves
that.
you,
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to keep your
Modesty.
yeah, it's really tough.
I think
can
that's a
see
big
it.
reason I'm not personal friends with a lot of celebrities and like YouTubers. Like every time I go to YouTube events, I'm like, I don't think I want to be friends with you because a lot of people have such an ego and they're so mean in person. I'm like, I don't want to be around this.
Yeah, people do get a bit warped.
Yeah.
When they find
Yeah,
success.
I used to work for another YouTube channel, which is gonna be it's gonna stay unnamed.
Stay
But I
unnamed?
definitely some of the main players of that channel, they were just like their whole perspective and viewpoint was just like so elevated that they just kind of like looked down on everyone, especially the head honcho
Mm,
who
Mhm.
kind of oversaw everything. He just had like this god complex
yeah.
Yep.
where he just thought he was Mr. YouTube vlogger extraordinaire and no one has any
Yes.
shat on him. So
Oh, man.
it was just like, I don't like these people. I just don't want to associate myself. It's weird.
I hate that, man. I hate
very
that.
strange.
And maybe they'll like get out of it too, you know? Like I feel like it happens and then
Yeah.
eventually some people just stay that way forever. But I
Mhm.
feel like some people eventually see like what they're doing
Yes.
and they get out of it. So
Yeah.
Would you guys say that maybe you guys kind of followed that path?
I think I think there was a point where I kind of had this like really big ego. And then it didn't last very long because I think I realized that I don't like the person I was becoming.
Mhm.
And so it was very quick. And also I was going through therapy while I was like, getting success. So I was able to stop myself from getting there or getting too far from it. I've definitely changed as a person from me like 2 years ago or even a year and a half ago.
Mhm.
I'm a whole different person.
100%.
And that has a lot to do with learning like self-love and like learning about myself and learning about how to interact with people,
Mhm.
how to
Yep.
control my emotions, all that stuff.
That's so cool.
I think we're good at bringing like, because there's two of us,
Mhm.
we're good at being like, yo, calm down.
Like, yo, chill.
Yeah, like it's not that
You're,
serious.
You're kind of out of pocket. Chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you two are two of the most humble people I've ever met.
Oh, thank
Aw,
you.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? Like right when I joined the team, I was like, these guys are, when you, especially since I was working with that other channel, I was like, you kind of have like this expectation, like, oh man, are these guys
They're
going to
gonna
be
be kinda-
ego driven? Are they
Mhm.
going to have like this superiority complex? You know what I
People
mean?
always, what we do get a lot, which I feel like speaks to, I don't want to call ourselves humble. I find that really weird too. But people always say, you guys don't act like you have 2 million followers
Mm-hmm.
or subscribers.
I
Sorry.
think that's one of the coolest things about you guys.
You guys don't act that way.
Mm.
You guys seem like normal people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mhm.
That's one of the things
Yeah.
that struck me right from the beginning, like how normal.
I think that's what I always want to keep
Yeah.
as I grow
I want to
older.
keep that.
I want to
For
keep
a while,
that for sure.
we found that to be, whenever someone would say that, we're like, all right, we need to buy more Gucci. Like,
Yeah,
we need-
literally, we were
I
like,
feel like
oh
people
no.
saying that kind of, because you want to be seen as this person that has X amount of success after grinding for so long for that success.
Yeah,
So then we're like, no, we want to be seen that way.
yeah.
But then after a while, we're like, no, we want to just be ourselves. And if
Yeah.
we seem like normal people, then bless.
Nice.
That was a big thing. We've always been treated like just normal people.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point we were like, what the fuck are we doing wrong? Like, well, why does no one like, how come these people that have way less subscribers than us how come they're being treated like they're royalty and we're not?
Mm-hmm.
And at one point we were like so upset about it, but I think we realized that like we don't give a fuck about what other people think or how they view us. As long as we're happy deep down inside,
Exactly.
that's all that really matters. And we have like people who are there for us because they genuinely like us and not because we're like famous or whatever.
Mhm.
I think that's so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, having those people in your guys' lives, I think is so key because
Mhm.
especially here in LA, I feel like a lot of people kind of attach themselves to these other people if they think they're on the come up or if they're already
Yeah.
on the come up, like, oh, what do you need? Let me do something for you. Oh, can
Exactly.
I come tag along? Can I be your friend? Blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of this fake type of
Yeah.
relationship, you know?
It's not real.
It's actually funny because I've been getting a lot of opportunities, and I can't say I got this really cool opportunity, you guys know, last week. But one of the big things that, like, when I got that phone call was, I really want you to be part of this project because you've always been really humble and low key, and you don't have any attitude, and I feel like you're just so easy to work with. But you also have these 2 million followers, which is like so beneficial as well. And I was like, wow, I really appreciate that. Like, thank you so much
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
thinking of me. That's
that's so cool.
great. Yeah. But I feel like a big reason I got that opportunity was because I am the way I am. You know what I mean? I don't like go into places. I never tell anybody I'm a YouTuber anymore. When I go into places, like if they find out, they find out.
Exactly.
But I don't use that to make friends or anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
Yeah, the whole
100%.
low key theme. I love that. People who are low key about their success or
Mhm.
who they are as individuals. I always think that less is more.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, I agree.
especially in a world where everyone's putting their stuff out there and
Mhm.
how saturated
Like
Mhm.
everyone's trying to
everything
get
is.
out there. Yeah.
Everyone's already doing it. When I see
Yeah.
those few people who aren't that way, I'm like, I like that.
Yeah.
I mess with that.
Mhm.
That's super cool.
You know what I hate?
Okay.
Can we have a you know what Jazz hates
Can we vent?
Ooh.
thing?
you
I
know
was
what?
thinking about this because we were
This
talking
should be
about.
like a pop up.
This should be a segment.
I know.
Like Jazz goes into
know what I
free frame
hate?
and
Yeah.
then just, you know what Jazz hates.
What Jazz hates. People
Here we go.
that, because we're talking about like money and like success or whatever, people that are clearly rich that go, haha, I'm cheap, like I don't want to spend a lot of money, or like I like they purposely buy like Forever 21 or something because they think that makes them cool, because they're like, oh, like I'm like everyone else. Like if you're really rich but you pretend you're broke.
Oh, I see
And
what
then
you're saying.
also the opposite, people who are really broke and pretend they're rich.
That's like everyone.
And
Most
there,
people.
I
Like most
literally see
people.
both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, just what? Why? Just be you. You know what I mean? Like, figure out what you have and like make that your personality, because that's who you are. You know what I mean? Like, why
Yeah.
you gotta pretend to be something you're not just to fit in?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I hate people who are like that. That are just so fake.
I've run into a couple people like that
Yeah.
who like don't have a lot of money, but they ball out like they do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a majority of people.
That's a lot of
That's a
people.
lot
Like
of
they'll
people.
have like an expensive watch, a Gucci wallet. They'll have a
Mhm.
BMW. They'll have like the most expensive Ray-Bans, but like really it's all for show.
It's all a
You know,
facade,
it's all for
Yeah.
show,
right?
because like then they're like, oh, this, $100 bill, we're splitting this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or like, hey, I think you owe me $24. I need that.
It's
Mhm.
always those people that are the most stingy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, they're never down to take the check. They always want to split everything.
Yeah.
They're always the most stingy because they spent all their money on their watch.
I know.
They have no money left. Bro, get your credit score up, man. Come on.
Taking out a loan for that watch.
Come on, bro. Learn about credit utilization, baby.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they're always like flaunting what they have. Oh, dude, I got the newest iPad.
Oh yeah.
That's cool, dude. You know,
That's fine.
it's awesome.
Enjoy it. You know, like, what do you want me to do? Touch your feet, bro? Kiss your shoes? What the fuck you want me to do, man?
See,
Anyways,
is there anything else going on in the world?
I don't know.
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in the world, man.
We need to have like a proper conspiracy podcast.
I think so.
Yes.
If you guys,
I think
All
next
of the
week,
conspiracy theories.
Everyone comes with one random conspiracy.
Oh, I'm down.
It doesn't have to It doesn't have to be about any specific topic.
Yeah.
Or like you guys in the comments suggest what conspiracy theories you want us to research and talk about next week.
We need to get Marie on that because I feel
Yes.
like she's been going down the rabbit hole a little bit.
Mhm.
on some
I feel like that'd be a
conspiracies.
good
Okay.
podcast.
The four of us
The
next
four of
week.
us.
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy night.
Yeah, I'm down for that. And we'll set the vibe.
Yeah.
We'll make it like really dark.
That'd be so cool.
The person telling it has like a flashlight. That'd be
Actually,
so funny.
didn't they come out like the Pentagon said that UFOs are basically real, and
Yeah.
they're not from here? Is that weird?
They released like footage of like
The
I
Tic Tac
think
UFO thing.
like a UFO flying and then doing like weird patterns. It's an unidentified flying object
Mhm.
though. It's not saying there's aliens.
Well, they said that it's
They said
it's
UFO.
aircraft that's not from this
Not from this planet.
Wow.
Like they actually.
So
released
it
and
could
said
be
that.
anything, but this thing was like zigzagging and then just disappears.
Yeah.
Poofs. And they have no idea what the fuck it was.
Maybe it's from like a different timeline, you know, like a different,
Ooh, now we're
different
getting.
and
Now
then
we're
timeline.
a
getting
different
deep.
timeline, and they like accidentally came to this one.
I believe in stuff like that.
Me too.
They hopped over by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe on purpose. Maybe it's
Yeah.
human beings from the future.
Right.
You know,
Right.
coming to see what's going down in 2020. Like, let's see how fucked up things were in 2020. Let's go check it
Mhm.
out. And they show up. They're like, oh, this was COVID.
Well,
Yeah.
Lockdown.
this is the COVID era.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
This is boring.
And then they're like, wow.
Wait till they see what
Let's go
happens
back.
next month.
Yo, apparently September something fucked up is gonna happen.
Bro, I'm scared, man.
I'm
What?
scared. I didn't tell you guys this. Oh, I told you.
Mm.
I was in a class once, and one of the girls in my class was talking about how she went to a psychic last year, and it was like last September she went, and then the psychic was like, "Oh, you know, like make sure you're prepared because in 2020 there's gonna be a pandemic, and you're gonna be stuck inside, and you know people aren't gonna be able to go shopping and stuff like that." And then the girl was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That's stupid." Because obviously, like, nothing like this has ever happened before. And then she was like, "I don't even believe in you. Like, this is stupid."
Mhm.
And then after COVID, she remembered that happened. And she called the psychic and she's like, "You were right." What else is going to happen? And she's like, "Oh, in September, something crazy is going to happen that's bigger than COVID. And it's bigger than the lockdown." And
what the heck?
she didn't say what it was, but we'll see, I guess.
How's she know?
I don't know. She's psychic.
I don't believe her. She got lucky.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's some people who are able to tap into some weird
100%.
energies that we just like. I'm not saying like we're not normal or anything, but
Mhm.
I feel like some people have that kind of like that third eye
Mhm.
where they're able to.
You can
like-
train yourself.
Yeah.
But
too.
then why can't they just tell the future publicly?
Well, because no one's gonna believe them.
Exactly.
But like if they have this like success rate
Yeah.
of like, okay, I predicted COVID and then this and then this
Well, how are they going to make money?
I still wouldn't believe them.
by you know predicting things.
They
Right?
probably specifically don't tell people so
No,
they
no.
can
So
privately tell
they
them.
should publicly listen, publicly predict big events,
Mm,
and then they're doing that publicly, and then they charge for personal predictions.
Mm.
true.
That's
I mean,
whack.
I'm sure there's a science behind it. Like if you publicly say something, you could change the outcome because it's like scientific experiments. It's like you're changing the outcome based on your hypothesis.
What is that? The butterfly effect?
Yeah.
Right. Something like that.
So
I guess
that's
so, maybe.
that probably has like if everyone's thinking the same energy,
Mhm.
then it could have an effect on the outcome.
It's what is it? It's
Convenient.
like a group conscious manifestation thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right? I believe that's a thing too.
Yeah.
Like if enough people believe in a certain thing, it's real.
Yeah.
You know, what if we all just started believing the whole planet was like, yeah, dinosaurs are coming back, and they come back? Did we
possible.
think that it?
Did we
we
make them
think
come
it
back?
back? You
Is
know?
this a video game?
I think it is.
It is a video game.
Can we just think and it happens?
We are in a video game.
I think collectively
Yo, Jazz believes it.
I believe
simulation.
it. I was talking to one of my friends the other day.
It's a great theory, though.
Mhm.
It's a great theory.
Yeah. So she was my comedy coach. I was talking to her the other day, and she was like, her mother also passed away, and she's like, every time I think of my mom, a butterfly comes, like a white
Mm.
butterfly, and I had the same thing. Like when I think about my brother, I always see a hummingbird, and when I think about my mom, I always see a butterfly, and I'm like, you know, it could just be like a video game thing where it's like you think something and then you're like, and they're up in, once you die, like they're up in this, they control
the
it.
cloud.
You know what I mean? Like they're up in the cloud and they can control the outcome because they're not in the game anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're playing the game.
Yeah.
They're controlling the game. So it's like maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why whenever I think about my mom or whenever she thinks about her mom, that these butterflies come because they just press a button. They're like, okay, butterfly.
Whoa, yeah,
Right?
that's creepy. I heard some guy talking about simulation theory on a podcast, and he basically said that what if like the reason why we go to sleep is because the mainframe, right, the simulation, the console, essentially, all of this that we're living in can't run all of us, the Sims, at the same time.
Mhm.
So they need to put some of us to sleep so
Yeah.
other ones can start
Oh,
kind
shit.
of like
Yeah.
operating around.
That's
You
hilarious.
know what
Yeah.
I mean? So that's why we go to sleep.
Oh,
That's crazy.
That's
Right?
crazy.
I don't know, man. That makes
It
sense
could
to
be.
me.
Yeah.
That makes sense to
It
me.
makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Shit.
I just took in The Sims is called The Sims because it's a simulation.
Whoa.
Oh, what the fuck?
I just took that in right now.
Damn.
Wow. And I'm
I
such
didn't
a Sims fan. I never understood why like Sims
I
was
didn't
called
even
the
think
Sims.
about that.
No.
You don't
thought
really
about
think
that.
about that.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a trip.
That's a trip.
That is weird.
Interesting.
That is weird.
Wow. I used to play Sims when I was like 15 years ago, 20 years ago. And I
Yeah.
just realized that.
Isn't it so exciting when you find out something?
Yeah.
But it was always there in front of your face, but you never took it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yo,
That happened the other day.
that happens to me all the time, and I get so hype.
I'm like,
So what happened to me
whoa.
was so Missy Elliott, right? You in that song, is it worth doesn't work? Put the thing down, flip it and
Is
reverse
that free?
it,
No, yeah. Okay.
right?
yeah.
And then it goes dun, 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 like she said some
Mhm.
weird shit there.
Yeah.
That's just the chorus reversed.
Whoa.
Because she says reverse it.
Oh, wow.
So that's just her saying
Put the
put
thing
it
down, flip it, and reverse it.
literally reversed.
reverse. Wow.
And it sounds like that's how it
Yeah.
sounds.
That's creative.
No one knows that.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
It's
And
so
we tried
sick.
it. We recorded me saying that, and then we played it backwards.
And we reversed the clip,
Yeah.
and it sounds like that part of the
That's
song.
Yeah.
so cool.
We'll show you after the podcast.
Yeah,
It's a
show me
trip.
that.
Super cool.
That is crazy.
But
Anyways, we're in a simulation.
we're hungry as fuck.
We're hungry as fuck.
So,
guys.
the people controlling, please drop down food
Yes.
because I'm gonna die.
Yes.
Thank you.
Comment below what conspiracies. you
Yeah,
guys wanna
comment the
discuss.
conspiracies if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're not, DM us on Insta, tweet us, whatever you want. All the links are in the description.
Follow our Patreon.
Follow the Patreon. Subscribe
It's
to the
Harjit's
Patreon.
birthday on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Happy early birthday, Harjit.
Thank you.
August
thank you.
2nd.
We're gonna watch some movies, go to dinner.
Go to dinner.
It's gonna be chill.
Great.
But yeah, that was episode 24. Thank you guys so much for listening and
Yeet.
watching. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.